Thank you, Ms. Hogan, for coming over today and for your testimony. I was wondering if you're pro-choice.
I'm pro-choice of bulbs.
Well, actually, that's the point. And the point is that most members of your administration probably would be frank and characterize themselves and up front characterize themselves as being pro-choice for abortion, but you're really anti-choice on every other consumer item that you've listed here, including light bulbs, refrigerators, toilets, you name it. You can't go around your house without being told what to buy. You restrict my purchases. You don't care about my choices. You don't care about the consumer, frankly. You raise the cost of all the items with all your rules, all your notions that you know what's best for me. Frankly, my toilets don't work in my house. And I blame you and people like you who want to tell me what I can install in my house, what I can do. You restrict my choices. There is hypocrisy that goes on people who claim to believe in some choices but don't want to let the consumer decide what they can buy and install in their house. I find it insulting. I find it insulting that a lot of these products that you're going to make us buy and you won't let us buy what we want to buy. You take away our choices. These things you want us to buy are often made in foreign countries. You ship jobs overseas. The same thing that your administration claims to be in favor of, you're shipping our jobs overseas by saying we can't make these items here. I find it really an affront to the sensibility of the idea and notion of the free marketplace, of capitalism, of freedom of choice. Now, it's not that I'm against conservation. I'm all for energy conservation. But I wish you would come here to extol me, to cajole, to encourage, to try to convince me that it would be a good idea to conserve energy. But you come instead with fines, threats of jail. You put people out of business who want to make products that you don't like. This is what your energy efficiency standards are. Really call it what it is. Call it what it is. You prevent people from making things that consumers want. I find it really appalling and hypocritical, and I think there should be some self-examination from the administration on the idea that you favor a woman's right to an abortion, but you don't favor a woman or a man's right to choose what kind of light bulb, what kind of dishwasher, what kind of washing machine. I really find it troubling, this busybody nature that you want to come into my house, my bathroom, my bedroom, my kitchen, my laundry room. I just really find it insulting, and I find that all of the arguments for energy efficiency, you're exactly right, we should conserve energy. But why not do it in a voluntary way? Why not do it where you threaten to fine me or put me in jail if I don't accept your opinion? In America, we believe in trying to convince our neighbors, but not trying to convince them through the force of law, and I find this antithetical to the American way, and I'd appreciate your response.
Okay, so I have, I guess, a couple of responses to that. One, I think the Appliance Standards Program is an example of really a great partnership between the Congress and the administration over many, many, many years. So much of what we are implementing really had its genesis in bipartisan bills that have been put forth at a number of different points over the history of this country for the last 30 to 40 years.
But you restrict our choices, correct?
And I really do not believe that the appliance standards end up restricting personal choice. I think the appliance...
I can't buy the old light bulbs. That restricts my choice on buying.
Well, my view is what you want is lighting, right? And
I can't buy a toilet that works.
I can help you find a toilet that works.
Are you going to pay for it? Everything costs more. To go back and retrofit the toilets that don't work, that no bureaucrat understood or flushed before they made us use them, costs money. It'll cost thousands of dollars to go back and add some kind of jet stream to the toilets. We don't even save money. We flush them 10 times. They don't work. But the thing is, you busybodies always want to do something to tell us how we can live our lives better. Keep it to yourselves. Try to convince us through persuasion, but don't threaten to put us in jail or put us out of business if we don't accept your way of thinking.
Were you asking for another response, or should I go ahead with my question?
I was kind of just enjoying, I've been waiting for 20 years to talk about how bad these toilets are, and this was a good excuse today. Thanks.
I'm sorry about your toilet. Let me just clarify for myself. One issue here is the 10th Amendment. Under the 10th Amendment,